Tachi. This is the Culture Lock, the rundown. You know what we about to do? Hit a couple hot topics. Get in and out of there. We're good to go. April 7th. Another beautiful day in New York City. You gotta love it. But let's get to it. So, Billboard dropped their top 25 female rappers. And there's a lot of controversy around it. People are looking at the list like, what up? So, disclaimer, this is from Billboard, it's from their staff, so I guess they got together. And however they did it and averaged it out, they came up with this list. 25 female rappers. The best female rappers of all time. Keep that little caveat there. Give you some quick hits. At number 1, we got Nicki Minaj. I think that's fair. At number 2, Missy Elliott. And then rounding out the top 3, Lauryn Hill. 4 and 5 went to Lil' Kim and Queen Latifah in that order. Where did Megan fall? Megan fell at number 15. Cardi B, number 11. Got Glorilla, 21. Who else? Doechii, the new It Girl, 24. Rounding out the 25 is Tierra Whack. Now, this list is a little wonky. It's a little wonky. It's been causing a little bit of conversation on, the social medias, the podcast, and all that stuff, which is probably the point. I always take these lists with a grain of salt because they're usually just to get you talking. It's not really a serious thing, but it always works. It gets people upset or, I shouldn't be there, that shouldn't be there. And looking at the list, listen, I get the Lauryn Hill stuff. I get it. A legend. Fugees, her own solo thing. But I gotta go with she only has one solo album, which has the Fugees album. A lot of the women on this list, they've been putting in work. They've been putting in a lot of work. So I don't know if I agree with Lauryn falling so high up there at number 3, in front of people like Lil' Kim, Foxy Brown, even Cardi B and Megan. I think Rhapsody, who made the list, got slighted at number 17. I think she should be quite a bit higher. I think having Eve on that list at number 9 is a little crazy. I don't think she's a top 10 compared to somebody like Rhapsody that could have taken that spot. Megan could have got up there. Doja Cat, who fell at 16, could be up there. I love Eve, but she wasn't like that. She just wasn't. This is a conversation, though, that, it gets you going. So it works. It works, and, it is what it is. Maybe we'll have a deeper conversation about this, because I would love to get everybody's idea from the team about what they feel about this list and where everybody fell at. In other rap news, Forbes announced that Cardi B is officially the second richest female rapper, with a projected net worth of 101.6 mil. Damn. Let me hold $1. She's right behind Nicki, of course, her best friend, who holds the number 1 spot with a net worth of 190 mil. Remember, these are all projections, so but that's a lot of money. So shout out to them. They're getting it. Women in general, they've been holding down the rap game for a little bit now, so they deserve all that. Something else that happened. I didn't even know about this. Maybe I missed it, maybe I forgot. But apparently there's some weird air between Bow Wow and Omarion. They got some tension. Recently Bow Wow was on Cam Newton's podcast. Sorry, the name is missing me right now. And Cam Newton asked him if him and Omarion had beef. And Bow Wow pretty much said this.
Moving right along. Omarion. Was that a real beef? It's complicated. Still? Yep. Yeah. Still. What? Yeah, it's complicated. We can't just sit down and hash it out. I don't want to talk. He don't want to talk, or you don't? I don't want to talk. It's nothing to talk about. Not even in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's just when you lay your hand out and you try to be the bigger person and try to rap, but you get no response, and you just like, okay, well, we're gonna leave it right here then. You know what I mean? And let's just, you do your thing, I'm gonna do my thing, we just gonna keep the peace. But it's definitely not.
So it seemed like Bow pretty much like blew it off, and he didn't really say much except, he's not messing with him right now. And then Omarion would go and hop on his Instagram and respond to it with a lengthy little post. I guess I gotta read it, huh? So Omarion would state, over the years, I've shared space, history, and energy with many in this industry, Bow Wow being one of them. Inviting him into the Millennium Tour franchise was an extension of brotherhood and respect. It came from a place of love, legacy, and shared memories. To my knowledge, there is no beef, no unresolved issues, unless there is one, no drama. I'm in a season where I honor what's real, what's reciprocal, and what uplifts the spirit. We may cross paths and not exchange words, and that's okay. I wish him well on his journey. I move forward with love, clarity, and truth. Thank you to everyone who came out to the Millennium Tour and made it a great success. Excitement and more great news to come. See you soon. Now, that's a lot of words to just say, we ain't got no issues, everything is cool. So, everything's probably not cool. This could stem from so many different things. Maybe it's the tour, because they're both on the Millennium Tour. I don't know why I can't get that word out. It could be simple as petty shit like who's headlining and who's the real star and who's getting what kind of bag. It could be, there's a lot of other things. I had to do a little digging, and I guess in the past few years, there's been friction between these two guys. So, who knows? But I guess we'll see how that goes. Best of luck to them. And other news, this is like breaking news too, out of nowhere. So, Michael Malone, he's the head coach of the Nuggets, if you know, or if you didn't know, I should say. He was just fired. Just hit ESPN today, fired, gone, finito. Mid-season, it's very bizarre for someone to just get fired mid-season like this. The Nuggets are still in playoff contention, so it's very weird to fire your head coach who just got you a chip 2023. So, don't know what's going on there. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more news by tomorrow, or probably by tonight. This just happened, so just super bizarre. Michael Malone I thought he was a great coach. He had energy. He's spicy. I don't know, but I don't care because that's not my team. So, anyways, in other news, real quick, I just gotta touch on this. So, Nintendo, they had a Nintendo Direct recently. If you don't know what that is, that's when they come and they basically present, what project they got coming for the quarter, like what games are coming out. So this Direct was about the Switch 2, which is going to be the successor to the Nintendo Switch. Basically, a lot of graphical upgrades. They added a new accessory as a camera. They added a microphone. You can live chat and see your friends while you're playing different games and stuff like that. Pretty cool, pretty neat. It was a great presentation. And then they got to the end of the presentation, and it was like, oh yeah, by the way, the digital games are going to cost $80, and the hard copies of the games are going to be $90. And then they ended the stream, hopped in their car, and sped off. Gamers they're not rocking with this. Rightfully so. I mean, this isn't the time to be putting out $80 games, $90 games. Some people are saying that they're projecting for the future because of the tariffs. And that's pretty much the biggest factor. But gamers don't care. Nobody wants to pay $90 for a cartridge that doesn't have anything on it. It just directs you to their store to download it. And nobody wants to buy a digital game for $80. That's insane. But this is where we are. And that's Nintendo. This has been their business practice. They do bizarre things. So it's just Nintendo being Nintendo. It hasn't not worked for them yet, so they know what they're doing. But that's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to never miss a post. That's the rundown. It's the Culture Lock. Lock in. Peace.